besties, and welcome back to episode 10 on Tiny Toot. Today is the day after we got 3 stars on the island. If you missed episode 9, I did end up getting 3 stars. I literally have no idea how. Like every other time I've gotten 3 stars on an island, I have always tried to get it and tried to place items and get hybrid flowers and just do all the things, and I feel like I have stumbled upon 3 stars almost on accident on this island. But it's really exciting because I'm so happy that I can finally start doing a little bit of decorating. And I will say I am a few days ahead of you guys in gameplay, and I'm noticing pretty quickly that this island is not going to be an island that I'm going to be able to do decorating all the time on, and I'm going to have to continue to grind and do my dailies pretty often. So I hope that you guys will be interested in continuing to see that, even though we have unlocked 3 stars. And the reason for that is getting items in this game without using treasure islands or cheating in any way takes a really long time. So I'm trying to look at what I have in my inventory and be kind of creative and see what sort of builds I can manage to make with the items that I currently have. For the back room, I was going to turn this into my bedroom for now. I may end up changing where my bedroom is at as we continue to upgrade the house, but I felt like it made sense for a 2-bedroom area in our home for this to be my bedroom. And I decided I wanted to go with a green theme because I've already customized my bed and my wardrobe to be green. So I thought it would be really cute. And I actually just have kind of a lot of green items right now. So I thought that that would be really fun. And the tatami flooring looks so good. I love it. I don't think I've ever used it before. And that's another reason why I'm really loving this playthrough, is it's challenging me to use different items than what I typically would, just because I don't really have a lot of things to work with. I did manage to get a lot of cat-themed furniture though, and I'm super excited about that. If you are a watcher of my Twitch streams, you'll know my cat, Pizza Cat, is pretty much always in stream with us, and so I wanted to do a little ode to him and include a cat tower and some cat food in this space, because of course he would be hanging out with me. I wish that I had I don't know, we have that puppy plushie in the game. I wish we had a cat version of that. I think that would be so cute. It's such a missed opportunity, I think, for Nintendo to have not given us a cat equivalent of that item, but then we have all of this cat furniture. I don't know. It makes me really sad, actually. I feel like with this amount of items, the bedroom is already kind of starting to take shape. Then I'm just including the record storage. I actually love collecting records in real life. I don't have a whole lot collected, but I'm slowly trying to work through some of my favorite bands, and so far I've managed to collect all of the Maria's albums and most of the Paramore albums. So yeah, let me know if you guys are vinyl collectors, if you enjoy doing that as well. And then I went to Nook's Cranny to get my different permits so that I can change the cliffs and the water, and then I ultimately decided on that stone pathing for the general path that I'm going to be using on the island. And after that, it was just me going around and saying hi to all the villagers. I got these cool pants from Eugene, and then Tia was crafting today and she gave me the natural garden table, which is actually one of my least favorite items in the game, but that's okay. She is kind of becoming the mom of the island. Every time I get stung by wasps, Tia always gives me medicine, so I really like her for that. And then I ran into Quinn, redeemed some Nook Miles. I feel like I'm starting to do a little bit better with the Nook Miles redemption, but it's definitely still a struggle. It's getting harder and harder to find things to do every day at this point. And then I headed into Able Sisters to see if there were any cute clothes for me to buy today. I did decide to get the frugal dress because I thought it's actually pretty cute, and it kind of keeps with my all green theme that I sort of had going on, so I felt like it fit. And then I think I also get the knee bandages as well. I think they're so cute. I love the little band-aids that you can wear on your face. I think those are adorable. And then I decided to wear this outfit for just a little while. I don't know what it is about the color green, but I am literally obsessed with it. And then I was just checking the map because I couldn't remember if Nook's Cranny was under construction. I guess I could have just literally walked 2 feet forward to see that it was still in construction. And then I'm just running over to the other side of the island because I have one more villager plot that we haven't finished. If you remember yesterday, we had 2 plots that I needed to fill up, and I wanted to make sure that this one didn't autofill. Usually the last couple of plots that I have pretty good luck with them not autofilling, so I decided to head to a Nook Mile Island, and you will literally never guess who I found. It's Chef! Shep. You guys, I am getting so lucky with the villagers on Tiny 2. I don't know, Tiny 2 just has like a good energy about it. So just to recap, if you haven't watched all of the episodes, I have managed to find Eugene as my campsite villager, and then on one ticket Nook Mile hunts, we found Maple and Bones, and I am just like, what? And now Shep? I feel like, yeah, I just feel like Tiny 2 has a great lucky energy about it, and I'm so excited. I feel like Shep fits Tiny 2 so well. Like, he is so cute. I definitely would put him in my top 10 villager list, even though I still need to establish a top 10 villager list. I think I would definitely put him there. I just really like the dog and the cat villagers, honestly. And then I decided to make sure that I get all of the resources from this island. I just started off by shaking all of the apples, and then I went go ahead and take this fossil and then get all the rocks. And yeah, I basically was just trying to make sure that I get the most money possible from my Nook Mile ticket as I possibly can. I probably should have done a little bit more fishing than what I did, but I was really excited to come back to the island and start doing a little bit of decorating. This is my first chance being able to like do literally anything like this. So I just cleared off all of the trees and like the flowers and stuff that used to be here. And I cut that out of the video because I felt like it wasn't super interesting for you guys to watch. And then I'm laying the pathing. I really want to have super structured roads. I'm going for a Normcore style, which if you're not familiar with what Normcore is, I really just think of Normcore as being like playing the game how Nintendo intended us to. So if you've ever seen like the Animal Crossing promos, like the videos that Nintendo put out and what the island looked like in those promos, it's a lot of in-game pathing. There's no like custom designs really, which I will be bending that rule a little bit as I talked about yesterday, but it is a lot of the in-game pathing, a lot of very simple designs, like kind of symmetrical, structured type of builds, and just keeping things very, very simple. So that is the vibe that I'm going for Tiny 2, and that was kind of the whole point of doing this island, is to just keep it super, super simple and not do like this big theme like I typically do on my Animal Crossing islands. Even though that is still my favorite way of playing, I feel like it's really refreshing to just kind of take a break from that. I did think about starting another island and just kind of bouncing back and forth between two islands, but at this point I kind of just want to give myself a break from decorating for a minute. I know that this is decorating, but hopefully you know what I mean. Like, it's a break from the super intense decorating that I typically do. And then I'm just putting my little tiny toot sign up that I made. I actually hate that sign so much, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's so ugly, and I honestly feel like that is the reason why I've decided to bend my rule about custom designs, is because of my lack of custom design skills. And I know that there's going to be somebody that's like, oh, but Elizabeth, you just need to practice, you just need to do it more. No, just believe me. You're gonna have to take my word for it. I'm not good at pixel art, okay? I feel like if I had the ability to like draw something in Procreate and then somehow put it in the game in pixel style, I feel like it would actually be so much better, but I literally do not know if that's even possible or if I could even do that. So yeah, I will be bending my rule and downloading some custom designs. I'm pretty sure I do download them today, but like I literally cannot remember now that I'm trying to think about that. And then I'm just using whatever items I have to try to fill up the space in between the trees. I do end up putting these things here and then I pick it all back up again just because, I don't know, I just felt like it looked really messy. Like, I don't know, I'm not really going for like a trash island type of vibe. I do want it to be like rustic, but like it just looked like a pile of trash there. So I decided to pick it up and put the log bench there instead. Plus I kind of feel like having a bench to sit in once you enter the island, you know, like you've had a long flight, all that stuff. I thought that looked a little bit cuter. But yeah, eventually when I get the garden bench DIY, I would really like to go back and replace that one with something a little bit more substantial, but I don't have those DIYs yet. So I feel like it'll be kind of fun to see how the island progresses over time. Then I headed over to Able Sisters and I decided to download this code, and I tried to look for some different, I don't know, flag codes, I guess, for Tiny Toot. So I looked up toot and I looked up fart, because that is what Tiny Toot is all about. And oh my god, whoever made these codes, you are heinous. You, 911, I would like to report a crime. I cannot believe that mine eyes landed on that and I had to share the pain with all of you. It was insane. Like, I was not expecting to see literal butts. I wasn't, but also the talent to be able to do that in pixels, I mean, I have to acknowledge that. but it was indeed heinous. I did end up finding a cute sign though that just says welcome to Toot Town, and I think that that's pretty funny and on brand for this silly little island. So yeah, I did decide to download that. And then I'm making this little area here. I'm just gonna put a bush and some flowers here, and it's just gonna be like a little cutout in the path, and I think it's gonna look super cute. I think I'll probably end up doing something like this all over the island, because it's just like a nice way to include some nature. But you can kind of see how that path border just like adds a little something to the in-game path. And that was kind of what I was talking about when I said that the only codes that I'll be using are ones that sort of enhance the natural niceness, I don't know how to say it, of the in-game paths. So I actually don't plan on ever deleting this island. I kind of want to just keep it forever as like a little personal island. I don't know that I'm going to continue to share it forever on my YouTube channel unless you guys want that. But yeah, I definitely don't ever want to delete the island. So I'm very excited to see how it grows over time. And then I just took my fossils into the museum. I decided to keep a couple that were already doubles, and I think I'm going to try to put them in these like empty spaces off to the side. I know that this one is a skull and it's like in the wrong spot, but I'm just kind of keeping it here as a placeholder, and then once I get the other parts of it, I'll make sure that it's like actually laid out. But yeah, that is episode 10 on Tiny 2. I really hope that you guys are still enjoying this series. Bones is getting his workout in. I already got my workout in, so I changed into a nice little outfit and I'm ready to have a sweet treat. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for the next episodes. Bye!